this is probably going to ruffle some feathers, but why scripting is important. So I hear all the time, I can't read a script. I don't like the script, but let me give you a perfect example of when I learned how important scripts are. So I was working with Tony Robbins and Chet Holmes in a company called Business Breakthroughs International. And here's what happened. I had to learn like a 10-page script plus like another 5 pages of objections. And like you, I wasn't really extremely comfortable with it, but here's when I learned my lesson. So a lot of the clients we worked with, the leads were coming from SM radio. So people were literally driving in their car. And what would happen is, as they were driving in their car, they would say things like, I would get to the end, I would go, how would you be moving forward? Doing a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover? And they would say, well, I'm driving my car right now. Now, here's the challenge. If I actually said, okay, no problem, and I'll call you back, they would disappear. And I used to joke that we get into a rocket ship and go to Mars because you would never hear from them again. So here's how I learned that scripting is so important. So I would say, how would you move forward? And then they would say, I'm in my car right now. Now, I had all my objections written out on 3x5 cards, so I could actually look up and read them. And in this case, I did it badly. And in my head, I was thinking, this is never going to effing work. This is never going to effing work. And I said, I can appreciate you driving right now. 99% of the participants all pulled over, said it was the best pullover they ever made. And the guy, there was silence, which seemed like, a minute or longer. And all of a sudden I hear, all right, hold on a second. And then he gave me his credit card number. And I remember in my head going, oh my God, that freaking worked. So here's what I know about scripting. It is essential to be scripted, especially when you're first starting out in cold calling. Because if you do that, it'll give you the fundamental confidence, the ability to learn the phraseology. To this day, obviously I've memorized that, but I've memorized so many scripts internally, and it gives me the confidence to continue and have a conversation at a very high level. So here's what I would tell most people, and most people I said probably shaking the whole world right now, is that scripting is a good thing. You do want to come from a place internal at some point, but the only way to become confident internally and show it externally is by using a script, memorizing it at some level so that you can use these phraseologies when you need to. So hope you enjoyed that tips. Stay tuned, we'll give you some more.